We can't believe that we've been deceived for the longest time. Is this how pathetic it seems to be living under a web of lies and deceit for so many years? No one is being real again. Nothing is real here. Now that we have uncovered the truth, many things could get screwed up. Maybe, or maybe not. But are you ready for this shocker? Donald Trump holds $250,000 to $500,000 of assets in a cryptocurrency wallet, according to a financial disclosure released last month. The asset listed on Trump's disclosure as cryptocurrency wallet Ethereum appears to be connected to a collection of non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, that he marketed after leaving the White House. It's a big wow for us. In December of 2022, Trump announced that he was releasing a limited edition collection of 44,000 NFTs, representing cartoon-like trading cards that feature Trump in various getups, such as hunters, camouflage, and welder suits, and a superhero costume. Surprisingly, the $99 cards sold out in a day. Trump and his partner, a company named NFT Inc. LLC, then released a second batch in April, which also sold out. The sales appeared to have raised more than $8.9 million, and the former president earned $298,000 in licensing fees from the venture, according to the disclosure. His wallet is held under the same Trump entity through which he collected his licensing fee, CIC Digital. Meanwhile, a few $100,000 is pocket change for Trump, who is worth an estimated $2.5 billion. But are you seeing what we are seeing? Remember that Donald Trump was fiercely against Bitcoin. This means that the disinterest was associated with anything called crypto, thus validating his support for the dollar. Bitcoin is a scam was one of his songs a few years ago. So, what changed? Former US President Donald Trump told Fox Business that he saw Bitcoin as a scam affecting the value of the US dollar. Bitcoin, it just seems like a scam. I don't like it because it's another currency competing against the dollar, he said. He added that he wanted the dollar to be the currency of the world, and his comments followed the news about El Salvador's plan to make the cryptocurrency legal tender back then. At the time, the price of Bitcoin had been falling steadily since early May and did not recover. The falls were widely attributed to certain events, such as China banning banks and payment firms from providing services related to cryptocurrency transactions, as well as electric car maker Tesla announcing that it will no longer accept the currency a week before that. Then, it was not surprising that Trump's comments drove a dip in Bitcoin's value as the price fell by over 1.3% from $36,472 to $35,973 in an hour after Trump's interview. The question, is Bitcoin a threat to currency, became the rave of the moment, and some experts provided answers. Bitcoin is a threat to all major currencies, Justin Urquhart Stewart said. He concluded that Bitcoin has a potential threat of destabilizing currencies because it has taken off in such a way that it created a popular appeal without any sound financial strength. Also, he blamed the rise of Bitcoin on figures like Elon Musk behaving stupidly, which made the general public perceive that the cryptocurrency was credible. Bitcoin is dangerous because it's trying to create a level of credibility to unreliable and wholly unfounded value, he told BBC. He added, quite often unsophisticated punters are drawn in at the wrong time to something they think that can make a quick buck on. To them, it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's Bitcoin or GameStop or AMC, it's something you can bet on. He noted that a rising trend of young people who are somewhat tech savvy, like hobby technologists, were taking huge risks because they haven't been educated about finance properly. Mr. Urquhart Stewart strongly believed that the national curriculum should include education on how to develop family finances over generations. What we now have is a young generation of punters who do not know about financial planning and development. They understand how to buy and sell things, but they have no concept of how to create longer-term wealth, he remarked. At the time, other factors fueled Bitcoin's feud. Stories that sent daggers into the hearts of many were equally rampant, and those things that somehow justified Trump's stance about Bitcoin. In 2021, on BBC Scotland News, a certain story was posted about a man known as Jake. According to the story, Jake first bought Bitcoin, which was the most popular cryptocurrency, in 2015, but it wasn't until a big win a few years later that his trading spiraled out of control. He said, I can pinpoint the exact moment it became a problem. I'd been eroding the sum I put aside, but I entered a trade, and I was willing to risk that last amount I had. I ended up making back pretty much everything I lost in a single trade. The feeling was one of absolute euphoria. Jake told BBC Scotland's The Nine that the high, coupled with difficulties in his marriage and personal life, rapidly led to an addictive cycle. His job at the time meant that he was in charge of millions of pounds, and he added that he took to trading money that was not his, in the hopes of repeating his first success. He noted, the first time I took it, I lost it all in about 20 minutes one night. The market moved very rapidly, and I liquidated everything. These situations revolving around this story can be understood, but Trump's hypocritical moves are worth questioning. Why did he change his stance? Now he owns a significant amount in cryptocurrency. A recent filing with the US Offices of Government Ethics revealed Trump, a once vocal crypto skeptic, will also be running for the Oval Office once again in 2024, and surprisingly, releasing a series of non-fungible token cards was one of his unique strategies. As noted earlier, the NFT collection of virtual trading cards feature illustrations of Trump as a superhero, cowboy, or king, and was launched for $99 each in December of 2022. The NFT cards were widely criticized, but were quickly snapped up by his supporters and sold out within hours. Nevertheless, the dropping of his second batch in April crashed the value of the first set. According to CryptoSlam data, Trump's digital trading cards saw sales volume rise to 3.5 million per day shortly after introduction before plummeting to less than $30,000 per day less than a month later. Sales volume dropped until the last several days when they increased by 800%. Also, digital collectibles had a $34,000 trading volume on January 17th, but their trading volume increased 800% to $306,000 on January 18th. Since then, the high sales volume appears to have been sustained. As prices rose, the NFTs saw a 1900% increase in 24-hour trading volume. The NFTs were initially priced at $99 apiece, with 45,000 collectibles produced on the Polygon Matic network, which is a layer 2 scaling option for Ethereum that allows users to speedier transactions and reduce prices as a parallel blockchain operating alongside the main Ethereum network. The increase in sales volume and pricing appears to be tied with the recent reports indicating that the former United States president is planning on becoming both active on Facebook and Twitter. According to reports, Trump was barred from these networks following the January 6th attack on the United States Capitol building, but has since then been reinstated on Twitter when the microblogging platform was acquired by Elon Musk, as people voted for his reinstatement in a poll. According to NBC News, Trump's team had also petitioned Facebook to reinstate his accounts, implying that he will resume social media activity. Trump stated that the NFT art images are kind of charming, citing it as one of the reasons for launching the collection. Well, now that Donald Trump has changed his stance about cryptocurrencies, is the same going to happen to other crypto skeptics? Looking at the bright side, it is really easy for people to change their minds about things that they have previously criticized due to some strong convictions. Perhaps Trump had one of those convictions. But will this narrative repeat itself in Gary Gensler, the SEC chair who has been leading the war against certain cryptocurrencies? Gensler has previously noted that the crypto frenzy is reminiscent of what we had in the 1920s before the federal security laws were put in place. Hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes, the public left in line at the bankruptcy court. Plus, speaking remotely at the Piper Sandler Global Exchange and FinTech Conference in New York City, Gensler said that most crypto tokens are securities and come under the purview of the SEC. He also reiterated exchanges that list such tokens must register with the regulatory agency. The crypto securities market should not be allowed to undermine the well-earned trust the public has in the capital markets. The crypto market should not be allowed to harm investors, he said. Perhaps, maybe he can change his mind too. But that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you click on the subscribe notification buttons, and we'll see you in the next video.